Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And as you can see, today we have some polish from Born Pretty. We will be using the Born Pretty base and top coats. These are my favorite ones. The brushes are magnificent. I did already put the base coat on though. I'm going to show you the polishes. These are for the fall season, and then we're going to do some fall nails. So let's zoom in. So here's our box. It's a 6-piece. Here's the information on the back if you want to read it, but essentially it says this cures for 60 seconds. It's got like their address information and lets you know to be cautious, avoid contact with your eyes and whatnot. Expiration is 3 years. Interesting. And then we do of course have these 6 polishes and this little booklet with instructions on how to use gel polish. If you don't know how to use gel polish, the quick rundown is buff your nail or use a base coat, put it on there, cure it 60 seconds, 2 times, top coat when you're done. But pause to read or zoom in if you want more detail, and also watch videos, you'll see. So let's open these up. Alright, so here's our bottle. These are 7 milliliters. Not super large, but also I never finish off a bottle, so it's plenty for me. There is the directions again back here, as well as some ingredients. This one is number 1. It says Cozy Hearth Milky Jellies, so that must be the name of the collection, because these are all jellies really. Some of them are more milky than others. We've got this one. It's the only one of its kind. This one has glitter in it. It's so pretty, and in fact it is one of my favorites of this collection and one that we're going to be using today. We have number 2. This one is a nude. I like a sheer nude because I feel like it looks more natural. This is one of the 2 nudes in the collection, and we'll be using one of these today. Number 3. This is the other nude, and this one's a darker one. So we've got one that's lighter, if that's what you're into, and one that's a bit darker, if that's what you're into. But you can just pick whichever one you think looks best for you. And number 4. So this one is like a brown, but it's not like a dirty brown. It's like a rich brown, which is really great for the fall season. This one's hard to see, but it's number 5. This is also one of my favorites. This one is like a deep cherry red. When you thin it out and put it on a nail, you can see through it really well. It's a very nice glassy color, but it does build up opacity. So if you use very many coats, you will not see through it anymore. But it is very crimson-y, I would say. It's a dark red, perfect for fall. Last but not least is number 6. And this I would consider a staple. So it's a jelly black. And I think jelly blacks are really good to have because it lets you do that nail style where you use a bit of a sheer base and then black outlines to make it look kind of like mesh with lace. So you put a matte top coat on it, or you can leave it shiny. But I just think it's really elegant and really classy. And so having a jelly black is really important to be able to do that look. I did actually make some swatches as well, and these are 2 coats with top coat in the order 1 through 5. So this is what they look like, and these 2 are the 2 that we're going to use today, number 1 and number 2. And then I also made some stamps that we're going to put on for decoration. So let's get to painting. Number 1 and number 2. So we're going to use the orange with the glitter for our main 3 fingers, and we're going to use the nude for our 2 accent fingers because those are the ones we're going to put the stamps on. But let's get started with this. I am going to zoom it back in actually so that you can see the painting. And do make sure you are being careful when you're using gel polishes. You do not want to get it on your skin. That increases your chance of developing allergies. So move slowly and cautiously, and if you have to, leave a little gap. You can always go in with a fine detail brush if you want to get it closer, I'm gonna try and not have my head in the camera. Pardon me if I do though. It's so hard to see the outside of your pinky. Looking pretty already, but I am gonna do 2 coats, of course. Alright, that's looking good for the first coat. I am going to cure these before we move on. Alright, so now we're going to go in with our first coat of the nude. Look how pretty that is already. Perfect. We'll give that a cure. Alright, so that's 1 coat. I'm going to quickly do a second coat off camera and then we'll come back. Alright, so we've got our 2 coats. Still looking beautiful. Now this one, it looks kind of crazy because I banged it into the side of the lamp when I stuck it in. So I pulled it out to try and smooth it before it started to cure, but this is what happened. You know what's weird is these don't have much of a tacky layer. It's almost non-existent, but I think it might be enough to stick our stamps to. Just not sure. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stick down a sticky base coat real quick so that we know the stamps will stick. This is not a gel product. This is an air dry product, but that's okay. We're not using very much of it, so it's not gonna be like a thick wet spot that takes forever to dry. And so by the time we get done doing the nails, it'll be dry enough to top coat this in. I like to do a fanning method. Speed it up. That's mostly dry, so let's go in and put our stamp on this finger. I'm gonna hold it like this. It hurts my arm, but that's okay. So we've got this stamp. Let me line it up. Look how gorgeous that is. I am loving it. It's a dark shade of orange, but that's the shade I had in stamping polish. So, how cute. Now we have this one, and I've got this big guy. So this one's gonna require a little bit of trimming once we do get it on there, but that's okay. Scoot out my way. So I'm gonna have to look down the barrel of this one to see, because we're gonna do a bit of a French thing here. Yeah, see? Just barely enough to get to the edges. And then we'll peel off this extra. I did get out my little scissors so that if I needed to, I could do a little snippy snip. And that'll just help. And then we can, of course, clean the rest of it up with a little bit of acetone. I have this cleanup brush here and this acetone dipped on it. So I'm just going to do like this so it melts the polish into place here. Don't need to do a whole lot of wiping because I don't want to make a big old mess for me to clean up. We just want it to stick. And that will do it. Now, I seem to have got some dirt on here, so I am going to also clean that. Luckily, this is gel, and so wiping your acetone on here is not going to ruin your polish. We'll give that a moment to dry. It's a bit not shiny anymore where the acetone was. And then we're gonna go in with our Born Pretty top coat to seal all of this in. You can use gel top coat on top of nail stamping and it won't smudge it. So that is nice. Look how nice this brush is. It's long, it's soft, it's luxurious, so it just curves around the contours of the nail really well. I use this for everything. I don't even care what brand of polish I'm using. I always grab this top coat since I've got it. I am going to paint all the plain nails first, and then we'll do the stamped ones last so that they have as much time as possible to really dry. Alright, and I'm going to cure those. Alright, those are back out, so let's go ahead and seal in our stamps. It's going to look beautiful. Alright, let me cure that one. Alright, so here it is. Here's what we've got. Here's our thumb, looking nice and shiny. I think it's super cute. Look at that sparkle. I know I'm looking over there, it's because I'm looking at the monitor. But I like it, it's adorable. Let's go ahead and remember to put some top coat, or some cuticle oil. Let's remember to put some cuticle oil on because I am notorious for forgetting to do it until after. I am going to get some photos up close so y'all can get a good look at it in the light because it is a little dark over here, a little bit hard to see, but it helps cut down on the glare and I feel like it helps balance out the colors. So I have started making them in a little bit of a darker setting. That way it's not all washed out with the brightness of the white. And I think it's better to look at. Let me know. Thank you, Born Pretty, for sending these over for me to try. I really love the nails that I've made, and I hope you like them too. Let me know on this collection, which one is your favorite? Which polish do you like the most? And what would you do with them? What kind of design would you do? Do you like the one that I did, or would you do something different? Let me know down below. Definitely do make sure you are subscribed so you're not missing my videos. You know the spiel. Hit the like button if you like this video, and definitely leave me a comment. The algorithm thanks you, and so do I. I love making these videos, so I hope you love watching them. But that's it. I've got these beautiful nails now, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.